Hello, lovelies. Yes, you are lovely. And welcome back to another episode of DIY Tuesday. So I've got a lot of questions about using grocery store cookies to see if they're okay to be used as a wedding favor. And I mean, why not? But we'll figure it out. So as usual, I'm going to take you through a discovery. Again, there's no rhyme or reason. Went to the grocery store, grabbed some cookies, went to a retail store, grabbed some packaging, and we're going to play around everything together and see if it's even worth it. Or maybe we could just ditch the idea altogether and have a professional baker do it. Well, we'll see. Let's get on it. Let's start with the cookies that I chose. There's really no rhyme or reason. Went to the grocery store, went to the cookie aisle, grabbed some cookies that I know of, that we all know of, and some probably a little bit more special than the others, but we'll go through it together and I'll share it with you. So I got this soft baked cookie from Great Value. Now, let's not go ditching Great Value, because the reason I got it is that if you actually look at it closer, I mean, we're going to open it later and figure it out, but if you look at it, the chunks, like the chocolate chunks, they don't look like Chip-Its, you know, those little kisses shape ones. They don't look like that. So this might pass like home baked, or I don't know, a professional baker might have done it, but we'll see. But I'm just sharing with you what considerations I've had when I was picking products. That's one of them. And second is that I chose the soft baked ones because soft baked usually have less crumbs than the regular cookie, like the crunchy ones. So if you're going to package them, you're going to transport them, it's less likely that the packaging, it's going to get so crummy. So it's just cleaner and more elegant after. But again, we'll see. We'll discover. Next is I got our favorite. I'm going to say our favorite. I mean, it's just something that we reach for whenever we need a snack or a cookie because it's just easily accessible. And again, I chose the Chewy ones. We'll see. We'll compare later to see if it's even worth it to use Chips Ahoy, or if people will also recognize it, which I think that's also one of the issues here is recognizability, if that's even a real word, because if someone sees a cookie, they would know. Like I would, for sure. Like if I see that, oh, that's Chips Ahoy. Oh, you know, that's Oreo, right? Like we know our brand of cookies, especially the grocery store ones. So that's just what we have to be careful for a little bit so that we can get away with that. But again, we'll see. So I got those two, like the Chips Ahoy and the Great Value ones. But I also got this boxed ones just so I feel like it's a little bit more elegant looking and non-recognizable, so they won't know that it's from this brand or it's from Walmart or Costco, wherever you get it from. So I got this one. This is the Dare Fudge Chocolate. No rhyme or reason. I just found it. Looked good. Looked decent. Better than Chips Ahoy, so I got it. And then I also have this one, which is the, what is it again? Divinely Rich Lemon White Chocolate Cookie. So one of the reasons that I got this is because of the flavor profile. Like it's not a chocolate, or I mean, it has white chocolate, but just the sound of it. Like if you want to put a label on your packaging, it's going to say lemon white chocolate. That alone sounds elevated as opposed to a chocolate chip. If you want chocolate chip, there's no problem too. I'm not judging anybody or telling you what to do, but I'm just saying just the sound of saying lemon white chocolate cookie is a little bit more elevating than like a chocolate chunk cookie, right? So we're going to make decisions later and we're going to figure that out. So those are my cookies. That's all I got. I didn't really go crazy. I went to Walmart, by the way. I wanted it to be as real as can be. So it's not like I went to a specialty store. I mean, I even wanted to go to Costco, but also there's just bigger packages there until I figure out what the right cookie size, cookie style, cookie flavor is. We won't know. So let's start with small things. And then when we figure out, then you can go and buy the bulk. So I'm also going to share with you what I got from Creative Bag. So Creative Bag is like a retail store. So they also have it online and they ship to the States and Canada. So what it is, Creative Bag is like, it's more of a packaging store, like Party Needs. Not necessarily the same level as Party City or Michael's, but they're more specific to packaging. So like bags, gift wraps, tissues, containers, basically a lot of things for packaging for your event. That's where I go. So here's what I got. I got these little things right here. I think they're supposed to be jewelry boxes. I don't know. I just saw them and I felt that, hey, maybe that will fit a cookie. Again, this is a discovery. I didn't plan anything. I just went there. I'm just like, well, maybe this will fit a cookie. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will look good. I'm basically trying things so that you don't have to try it. So I got that just because I felt that it might fit a cookie and it might look good if there's a cookie in it. That's the first option. I also got this, again, clear containers. The reason why I chose clear containers is that because if it's food, especially cookies or anything edible, candies or whatever the case may be, like especially for edible flavors, I feel like people have to see it right away so they can consume it. You know, it's not sitting there for a while. Same with people who are working with it. Obviously, if they see that it's food or it's something edible, they won't touch it, they won't drop it. It's just a little bit more sanitary, I feel like, you know, they can see, oh, okay, it's cookie, I can eat it, like maybe after dessert, or I don't know, I take it home for my kids or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's just helpful. And I think it's also, if you have a pretty cookie, you might want to show it too as part of the tablescape. If you're not a big fan of the boxes, the clear, yep, that's Maria for you. I don't know if you've seen my videos, but I drop things, a lot of things. So anyways, if you're not into boxes, I also got these pouches. It's like the Organza pouch. But I'm sure that you don't want to just put the cookie in here like bare naked, right? Like you want to put that in some type of packaging. So I also got these. I don't know if it's going to fit. Let's see. Well, we'll see. We'll play with everything later. But I also got these clear packaging. The thing is, this has a lip tape, so basically it's not self-sealing, but you kind of rip it off and then it seals, so that's always helpful. So we're gonna try that. I don't even know if this is big enough, but again, we're gonna try it so you don't have to try it. That's that. And if we want to keep it simple and straightforward, I also got this classic white cookie bags, I'd say. I think they're specifically made for cookies or treats, so I got that too so we can play around with that. One thing that I wanted to mention with this packaging, and even with this ones, I know it's hard to control, but if you can find specific packages that says food safe, that's better. That's more sanitary. You can't control those things. And I know you're like, nah, it's just cookie, like who cares? But there's no harm in being extra careful and being extra sanitary. So if you want to choose those things, that's better. This one is specifically food safe. I don't know, there's a line for it. I'm going to link it below, and it's probably going to show on Creative Bag if you purchase this too, but it's just good to have that in mind. And I also got thank you stickers. Obviously, you can personalize a lot of this. If you have some already for when you sent your wedding stationery, that will be helpful. But these are 1.5-inch thank you labels. They're pretty generic. I just got them so that we can try it and see. And I also got this. It says sweet love. You don't know. You don't know. Shall we get started and see if this will actually work, or maybe not? Well, we'll see. I wanted to start by saying that all these products are linked in the full post. I'm gonna start trying out this clear box with gold liner and putting in the lemon white chocolate cookie to see if it works. So this one actually looks good. It looks like the perfect size for this container. The only thing about this cookie, because it's crunchy, there are crumbs all over the container. You might not see it right away, but once you keep moving it around and packaging it, it might have more crumbs. That's definitely something you have to be careful for. It's always best to use thin ribbons or maybe bakery twine to tie around the box. That way it doesn't really cover a lot of the cookie, and so guests can still see that. Also, once you put the sticker on it, it's just gonna go and blend well. Minus the crumb situation, I actually like this packaging. Now I'm gonna try the same clear container with gold liner, only this time using the soft baked cookie. I actually don't like the finish of it so much. It's a little rugged, but again, it has this homemade look to it. It's not the perfect size for this container. I mean, 3 cookies is super snug. You can see the lid lifts a little bit, so I'm not sure if that's the look that you want, but I'm not a big fan of this one. Now let's try this white stationery box with a clear lid using the lemon white chocolate cookie. I mean, it's okay, but look at those crumbs. It's so noticeable. It just annoys me so much that I can see that. And also, there's just so much extra space around it. That's going to be really hard when you transport that or you move it around. It's just going to have more crumbs. It's definitely a no for me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try these self-sealing bags. I'm gonna use the Chips Ahoy. This is the perfect size. As you can see, it just slides right in. I love this so much. Also, just the way that it sits together. Look at that. It just looks so sexy and just so sophisticated. And I know it's Chips Ahoy, it's a grocery store cookie. I mean, isn't that the whole point of this video? But I really like the fact that it does look like it has been assembled in a real professional kitchen, like something you really buy, say like at a coffee shop. That's the look, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this. And I'm just adding stickers right now just so you can see. I'm gonna play around a little bit more because I wanted to see how the other stickers will look like on it. This already looks great on its own, but of course, if you really want to elevate the look of it, you might want to put it in something else, which we will do in a second. To make this extra special, we're putting it in a white organza pouch. Now you can choose the color of your liking, of course, to match your theme, for example. But we really love this just because it elevates the look a little bit. And also, you're not going to have to worry about the crumbs because it is already in a plastic bag. Because we chose soft bake cookies, we don't have to worry much about the crumbs, making it so much easier to pack, to transport, to store, and also to set up. I really like this one. Let's go ahead and try these mini white bakery bags and see which cookie fits best. Let's see what Chips Ahoy got and if we will be impressed. What do y'all think? I mean, it's okay. Here's the thing. I love this bag though. Like, I'm not hating it at all. But the thing is, if you are transporting it, say for example, you're stacking it, don't we risk ripping it? And so when you get to the venue, don't you have to repackage it? Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I still like it if it's gonna be handled with care while you are assembling it or packing it or setting it up. It definitely works. When you add a cute sticker like that, it's actually not bad at all. Now let's try this ultimate fudge chocolate cookie and see if this works. Okay, honestly, it's not that bad, but look at the fit of it. Like, it's just like, it's ill-fitting. It just doesn't look so pleasant on the eye. I don't know if I would want to do this. Okay, so I guess maybe this one is not as bad as I thought it would be, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Now let's see if Great Value soft baked chocolate chunk cookies are gonna serve up some good fits. Let's see. So they are really chunky. I don't know if I like that again. Maybe it's just me. I mean, if you like that look, you can definitely do that. I just don't know. Like, it's just the paper and the way that like it wrinkles around the chunks is just, it's very different to me. But again, it's up to you. This one is not bad as well, but I like the Chips Ahoy better. Before I wrap things up, I wanted to remind you to keep these cookies, especially the ones with chocolate chunks in them, in a cool place so you won't get chocolate smudges on the packaging. So, what do you think, lovelies? Are you gonna consider grocery cookies as wedding favors after this? Or maybe not? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, we are here to inspire you to celebrate life and love. Until next time, lovelies, bye!